So we just got some insider info on Playboi Cartis' upcoming album, ALnarcis, and it actually was revealed by some Carti insiders. And as Carti has low-key been active recently teasing new music, let's take a look at this new insider info and see if it gives any new insight on Carti's new album, because hey, the fans are definitely impatient for sure. And now first of all, I want to give a shout out to 482 Daily, who basically interviewed some Carti insiders, and that's how we got this exclusive info. So yeah, man, thank you, bro. All y'all make sure to go show him love, but hey, man, on to the info. And we first had that Carti and Youngboy have collabs from 2022, and now honestly this isn't really surprising because we know Carti and YB have been working a lot recently. Obviously Carti posted YB last year on his story wearing the opium chain, and both of them were even at one point supposed to drop a collab album called 004KT, which who knows will actually ever drop. And we obviously know that opium even with YB, as even Ken was shooting a music video with YB early this year. It'll honestly be crazy to actually see how a song sounds like with Carti and YB, but it will no question break barriers because both artists have the biggest fan bases. The second piece of info we have is that Carti recorded 50 songs during December of last year to this year January. I'm not surprised because hey man, this man's Carti's work ethic is absolutely insane. If only he dropped as much as he fucking made music, bro. Like hey, imagine. And this was obviously around the time and where Carti was gonna drop, or was gearing up to actually drop his album. But yeah, fam, thanks to Kanye, we got no fucking album. Also, Carti is not retiring anytime soon. I don't know who is making this this rumor up of Carti fucking retiring, bro. Like hey man, come on now, bro. And we obviously know that Uzi is retiring soon, but I feel like Carti is in here for the long run. Also, Carti scrapped the album ALnarcis because of sample clearances and because he sounded too much like Future. Well, September 13, 2021 will forever go down as a tragic day in the Carti for real, as we actually were supposed to get ALnarcis, man. But even Carti posted on his Twitter of a message saying to obviously clear the sample clearances and drop ALnarcis. If this album really ever dropped, it would have changed music forever, bro. Like hey, and with Carti sounding like Future, I mean the both of them are from Atlanta, so I guess that kind of makes sense. And the song Killers, which did leak last year, was sent out to DJs to actually premiere, and this actually was the leading single at one point. I'm pretty sure Carti even played it as XXL interview in 2022. It seems like it was gonna drop at one point, but it obviously did get leaked. But yeah, this shit low-key sounds better than all these songs that actually were dropped as singles. Like hey, no kizzy, bruh. And we definitely need it on the album for sure. And the two albums, Baby Boy and ALnarcis, are distinct projects. This we already knew, as we knew he was dropping two albums back to back, with ALnarcis being his new deep voice sound, just like what he did with the new singles, and with Baby Boy being the pop sound he had on the song I Love It. Basically him having different genres on this album. And speaking of the Baby Boy album, no one really knows much about it, so I don't know, we'll see. Apparently both albums are supposed to drop this year, but hey, again, I don't know. And for all y'all that bought tickets to the Antagonist Tour, apparently it was likely forced by the label. And Carti probably didn't even want to go on tour in the first place, which definitely makes sense why he canceled it. But yeah, that shit sounded too good to be true with all OP members going on tour at once, bro. Like hey, that shit would have been absolutely crazy. Obviously that shit isn't happening anytime soon, as Ken and Homicide Gang are both going on tour. Lone is yeah, and Carti is probably gonna go on tour after the album does actually drop. Also, Carti was supposed to play his song Problem Child with Travis on a radio show. I'm pretty sure that was DJ Swamp Izzo's radio show, but this song leaked regardless, so it really doesn't matter. And the next Carti single was supposed to drop on Easy.com. I'm not gonna lie, at this point I don't think the Carti can even with Kanye anymore, after this man Kanye made Carti push back the album. So yeah, and this is basically the insider info we actually got. Once again, shout out to 482 Daily, and we obviously got hella shows and festivals from Carti these next 2 weeks, and so I'm just hoping for an absolute flood of news and updates. And we obviously know that Ken's dropping more chaos before the tour, that being next Friday, July 5th. Lone's definitely not dropping this month, especially after these allegations. I'm definitely hoping Carti and Ken take over this summer. Besides that, man, thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to subscribe for more Carti content. Amen. It's been Amshin, guys. Peace, love you, man. Hop on that rig, hop on the coupe, we go blitz. Hop on that whip, I see I pull out the stick. Nowadays, they all be on dick. That's all be on gang, I'm rocking that rig. They be talking shit like go for your rent. You better be high, so y'all be on the fence. Stir it up, we giving the dent. We serve a little safer than that. We